Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, Bridgewater. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Purdy now on second down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Here's Purdy. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The Lions at 6-3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Clayton Tune with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st down, right back to Herbert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kirby Joseph there to drop him. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. Bridgewater. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run with Herbert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. On the return is Williams. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the end around, here comes Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8. Now Purdy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Third and 12. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Gibbs. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Purdy to throw it on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Gibbs straight ahead. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun, and this is going to be a reverse here. And that won't work out for big yardage, but a decent gain there on the trickeration.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive in the 3rd quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. A handoff for Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Hand off right side for Herbert. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, Bridgewater. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's second down and 8. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man here is Scott, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Khalil Herbert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Straight ahead with Gibbs here to about the 33-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. And they run the option on second down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Still on his feet. He's still on his feet. And down to the 27-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here we go, 1st and goal. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
This is the type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Here's 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw. He's got Claypool. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield. The sound reverberating here in the Dome
This is third down. On third down, Herbert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come up first and 10 here. Bridgewater. That is caught by Herbert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish. Here's Bridgewater.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A second down throw for the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Some coaches have to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some they like to go for the big shot. No fear risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 4th down. They felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now this...
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead, that home field advantage.